I'm gonna do this one a little bit different than I have before. I'm gonna be giving you a breakdown of each period directly after each period, a little bit inspired by Fluffy Sports, but in shorter form. So this game started out a pretty good pace back and forth, and I'm gonna be honest with you, Vegas and Florida, traded shot within the first 5 minutes of this period. But then Marchessault draws a penalty. The Vegas Golden Knights go on the power play. Stevenson feeds it over to Marchessault, and he just rips this bar down. Vegas goes up 1-0. Most of this period was dominated by the Golden Knights, but then the Florida Panthers had the opportunity to go on the power play, and Adin Hill entered God mode. Some of the saves that he made to keep the Vegas Golden Knights ahead were just outstanding. This guy is locked in, and it's a lot of fun to watch. Vegas would not be done. Martinez would throw this over the shoulder of Bobrovsky, and I can't really blame Bob on that. He's screened by his own defender, but Vegas goes up 2-0. And after the first period, they look like the far better team. Quick side note, Jack Eichel on both ends of the ice looks dominant tonight. This guy is having himself a postseason. Going into the second period, you're looking for Florida to have a response, but instead of a response, you see Vegas putting their boot on the Panthers' neck. Wall would make a great cut in front of the net, rip a shot past Bobrovsky going bar and in. The Knights go up 3-0. And then on their next goal, Howden gets the goal, but it was set up by this amazing effort from Mark Stone. Stone throws down Montour without his stick, goes to the bench, grabs his twig, would get the puck, throw it over to Howden. Howden would have an amazing finish, and the Vegas Golden Knights would go up 4-0. And after this fourth goal, Sergei Bobrovsky would get pulled, and Alex Lyon would be put into action. I'll make a quick note. The Florida Panthers have not played well in front of Bobrovsky. This isn't really on him, but the Knights are just pouring it on. The Panthers would get some opportunities on some power play, but Adin Hill is just on another level right now. This guy is completely locked in, stoning every single opportunity the Florida Panthers have, and they're frustrated. Towards the end of the period, we had a big hit on Jack Eichel from Matthew Tkachuk. Eichel lost an edge, fell forward, and Tkachuk obliterated him. Eichel went right to the bench and down the tunnel. Due to the extracurriculars, Tkachuk and Barbashev would get 12 minutes in penalty, 2 for roughing, and 10-minute game misconducts. But the hit itself was clean. If you look at the replay, it's shoulder to shoulder, and Eichel is the one who lost the edge. That's just not a dirty hit. At the end of 2, Vegas is up 4-0, and the Panthers have a tall hill to try to climb. So we go into the third period, and Florida starts out strong. Lundell would get the scoring started early, but it wasn't a snipe. It was a weird bounce off Martinez. Scores with just 14 seconds into the third, and I'm thinking in my head, okay, yeah, it's a big deficit to come back from 4-1, but maybe Panthers can make this a game, and yeah, that just didn't turn out to be the case, because a couple minutes later, Marchessault scores to make it 5-1, and then Amadio scores. Tkachuk would then make it 6-2, but it's far too late in this game for it to make a difference. And because the Golden Knights want to just keep pouring it on, Howden would score his second goal of the game. 7-2 would be the final. Vegas just was the far better team throughout this whole game. This was all domination. Florida played horrifically in their own end. You can't really blame the goaltenders when you're letting guys walk down Main Street with no defenders around him. Adin Hill played out of his mind, made some spectacular saves, but Florida definitely kept shooting themselves in the foot. I gotta say, I'm impressed. These Golden Knights, their rotation, their cycling, their two-way game, their blocking shots. Quite frankly, through these first 2 games, the Vegas Golden Knights look like the vastly superior team. Now, I'm not going to get ahead of myself. The Panthers have been down 3-1 in a series and have come back to win it in 7 games. This series is not over, but if they do not pick up their play and start taking up their defensive responsibilities, the Knights are just going to keep on steamrolling them. And Adin Hill, you got to shake his confidence. One of the goals that went in was a funky bounce off of Martinez. That's not really on Hill. He looks extremely confident, and just like Bobrovsky did for the Panthers, Hill is just playing at an amazing level. I'd love to know your thoughts down below in the comment section. What did you think of this game, and do the Florida Panthers have a shot to make this a series? I'm Captain Paul, and I'll see you in the next one.
It's a 2-0 series lead